Hello, welcome back to another Monday update. Basically, we're still trying to get all the pieces in place for a relocation to the Chicago area. Is where we're going to be relocating the studio. We've basically been operating out of our own individual locations, spread out across the United States, and I think we've got we've got contributors all over the world, basically, but the primary studio members have been operating across the United States for quite some time now. And here recently I've decided that we're not going to do this anymore, that we're going to essentially locate everyone by one means or another, and we're going to build out a physical studio space for ourselves, even if we have to do it inside of a house. So, yeah, that's what we're working towards right now. Last week I was able to get if you haven't seen the weekly recap, that is, then you might have missed the fact that Frontiers Reach has been upgraded to Unity 6. Frontiers Reach 1, that is, has been upgraded to Unity 6, and is currently sitting on the experimental branch on Steam. I will be building that out hopefully this week and doing some additional testing, make sure everything's good to go, and once that's ready, it'll go out onto the official branch and be playable for everyone. So we have a path forward for upgrading to Unity 6. It does yield a increase in performance. However, Frontiers Reach 1 is still a game that's meant to be played on sort of a higher end PC. Maybe not necessarily, like, there's no ray tracing going on for sure, but there's enough post effects and volumetrics going on, and enough topology that in the right circumstances you still need a decent PC to play it comfortably. That said, I will continue to optimize it as much as I can. There are a couple things that still need to be done. For a great example would be converting all of the terrain from Unity Mesh, or from Unity terrain, which does not run very well, into mesh objects. Those mesh objects are pretty important because they just run more efficiently than Unity's terrain does. But there are some critical pieces that need to be executed upon before we can get that done. So yeah, that's basically where we are right now. With that, we're waiting on some technology to get upgraded. One of those pieces of technology just recently, literally received an overhaul. I think 2 days ago was the update is when the update went out. So we're waiting on a couple other things though, but one of the critical pieces of infrastructure that I was planning on using for converting the Unity terrain to mesh objects has literally just received a complete overhaul. So with that said, we're expecting to get that done at some point in time in the future. I don't know exactly when it will be done. That aside, the relocation, when that finally does happen and we start getting our studio space worked up, we will be running dark on anything that's not Frontiers Reach Battlespace related. The idea here is basically to give ourselves a little bit more time on setting up the physical studio space and getting everything ready for what I'm hoping will be a period of time when we sit down, we buckle up, and we just hit the ground. We basically hit the throttle, and it's just work. Of course, that also means that we're going to be taking some time to review some of the stuff that we're doing, and hopefully, if we can get the funding, either through investors or crowdfunding, start stepping up the quality of some of the work that we've been doing. I've already got people ready to go to work on some things, and other things I'm still kind of hunting people down and trying to get quotes from like third-party, I shouldn't say third-party, but like outsourcing vendors. Like I've identified one company that would be really great for doing characters and character rigs, and animations, assuming that we can actually get some crosstalk going on there. But I think, I mean, for the most part, we're in a little bit of a holding pattern on some things, like Battlespace. We're in a little bit of a holding pattern. Publisher should be back from GDC this week, so that'll be a pretty big deal. Because once they get back and they're ready to get back to work on the administrative side of things, then we'll be working towards getting some playtesting done on Battlespace, and then getting other things worked on, and getting that whole thing ready for kicking it out the door into early access. So, yeah, I think that's about it though. So I'm gonna sign it off, or close it, or blah, 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 blah. Excuse me. I'm going to wrap it up here and get back to work. Until next time.